It's time to dive beneath the surface and into the minds and hearts of your favorite celebrities and pop culture icons. Welcome to Up and Adam.
Hey guys, what's up? You're watching Up and Adam. My name's Adam Newell. And for those of you who don't know me, I'm the guy bringing you guys all the weekly interviews and recaps from your favorite celebrities and pop culture influencers. But for those of you who do know me, you know that that's not why we're always here, right? Guys, if you haven't already, go ahead, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. And why is it important? Because you guys don't want to miss anything we have coming up. And with that being said, let's jump right in. Okay, guys, so we are back to talk about Garcelle because obviously we know her from, well, kind of a congratulations is in order too. We know her from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's also been an actress way before this, and Coming to America just came out this Friday, which means Garcelle was back on our screens, and I think that's amazing that it's not only amazing, but nostalgic that she was on the first one and they brought her back for the second one. Anyways, I don't want to keep gloating about Garcelle, but Garcelle is amazing, and she has come out and talked about what we can sort of expect from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 11 premiere. Now, guys, we know that the Season 11 premiere is probably going to be this spring. Mind you, I've said this before. Spring to me means before June. I understand summer has its own whatever, but if they haven't had it out by June, or if they don't put it out by June, then that's not technically spring. That feels like summer. So again, we'll have to wait and see. There's no release date that's actually come out. On a brighter note, though, Garcelle did open up to Andy Cohen on Watch What Happens Live, and she had a few things to say about not only Erika Girardi's divorce, where she stands with Kyle Richards, and how she feels about Dorit. She also gives us a little bit of a heads up on Denise Richards. And when I say us, I obviously mean Andy, but I'm bringing it to you, okay? So guys, we obviously know that Erika Girardi is going through a divorce right now, and not only a divorce, but her husband is being sued for alleged embezzlement fraud. They are losing their home. They're having their assets liquidated. Her husband now has a conservator who is his brother. There were 2 trustees appointed over all of their assets in order to kind of figure out how to pay back the creditors. And it's just a very messy situation. Actually, the judge just recently came out and asked Mr. Girardi if his wife knows about anything that's going on, especially because she's receiving a lot of backlash right now due to her Instagram post. She's a brand ambassador for Savage X Fenty, but with her doing that and doing these photos that are a little risque, people are like, you don't look like you're grieving at all. However, on the other side of this, other people understand, listen, she might be grieving in other ways, but she still has to work. She has a contract. She has to fulfill these obligations or else nobody will give her work in the future. And now that everything's being liquidated, she has to pay the bills somehow. So it seems like we're pretty divided here. But we know that none of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills have spoken out about Erika Girardi. None of them. The only sort of inkling we've gotten has been Lisa Rinna, who commented on an Instagram post saying that she's going to talk about it, replying to a fan asking if she's going to be talking about the divorce. Rinna gave us a little bit of insight, but Garcelle kind of took us just that much more closer to our Season 11 premiere. Garcelle said, I was blown away when I found out that they were getting a divorce. She said, when I sat with Erika and had breakfast last year, she was gushing and glowing about her husband. So I was really surprised. She also said that there are going to be a lot of changes that we, as the viewers, are going to see this year. So I'm into it. Garcelle let us know that Erika has been pretty open during her filming of this season, letting us know what's going on with her divorce. And I'm sure some of the legal situations are coming up too as a topic of conversation. Again, mind you guys, now that she is getting a divorce, there was allegedly an $80 million net worth there that is now non-existent, okay? So now that she's getting a divorce, she will probably show out even more. She doesn't get to be the stoic ice queen who doesn't really share with us because now she needs that housewives check. She has to show up. She has to come forward and be transparent. She has to share with us what's going on or else the viewers will not want to watch her. She already is kind of walking on thin ice with the viewers anyways, because a lot of people feel like she has had all of her glam, this whole lifestyle based off of blood money, based off of money that families were supposed to receive due to horrific tragedies. So some fans can't even forgive that. Now, the biggest question here, which I'm sure we'll find out in the future, especially when these cases are settled, was how much did Erika actually know, if anything, if she knew anything at all? So hopefully we get to see all of that unveiled, I guess, unveiled, I don't know, unveiled. Hopefully we get to see all of that unveiled this season, and Garcelle's right. I hope that's what she's being open about. Garcelle also talked a little bit about Lisa Rinna on Watch What Happens Live because he was playing this sort of scandalous game. And she said that Lisa Rinna is the biggest pot stirrer. She said Kyle Richards is the sloppiest drunk, Crystal Kung Minkoff as the biggest grudge holder, Sutton Strack as the most self-absorbed, and Dorit as the most annoying one. Ouch. Now, again, guys, remember, we haven't really received any sort of insight about what's going on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills this season. We know that Kathy Hilton is joining the cast. We know that Crystal Kung Minkoff is also joining the cast. We know that Erika is going through her divorce, but we don't really know what to expect. She did reveal to us that Sutton was actually the cast member who took the most interest in Erika Girardi's divorce, cried the most with her, wanted to know the most, and really put herself right there in the mix. She did give some compliments too, though. She said Dorit was the most stylish, so we can't leave that out. She didn't just say she was annoying. She said she was annoying and stylish. Now, I'm sure you guys remember that Garcelle and Kyle didn't necessarily hit it off the best last year, and Garcelle felt like Kyle wasn't really being authentic with her. That friendship was sort of non-existent when Kyle even said, listen, I tried with Garcelle. Garcelle didn't feel like that was reciprocated at all. So moving forward, we knew that Kyle's dynamic with Garcelle was going to be probably just as strange as it was at the reunion where we left it off. And we know that as a reality show, we have to see that resolution play out on camera, which Garcelle said that we are going to get this season. So that'll be nice. She said they actually started to have a great time filming once they got through their stuff. So again, like any good housewives show, I'm sure we had the conflict and we have a little bit of the resolution, and that gives us good energy. It gives us something to look forward to. It can't just be conflict all the time, people screaming, ripping each other's hair out. It can't always be that. Sometimes it should be these surface level arguments and stuff that's not so heavy, because right now in today's climate, in this world, it's already so heavy. So I feel like Housewives is kind of that guilty pleasure that we should be able to immerse ourselves in, sort of just drown into the couch and be able to relax while watching it and not feel so like, like angsty. Well, guys, if you remember, Denise Richards was actually the talk pretty much of the whole season last season after Brandi Glanville revealed that she ended up hooking up with her at a getaway that her husband wasn't a part of. Denise Richards broke the fourth wall. Bravo, was not going to talk about any of this, and she was mortified. She was mortified the fact that Brandi Glanville would even come out and say this. Now, she was avoiding Brandi most of the season, actually pretty much all of the season, but that wasn't stopping Brandi from trying to secure that diamond. Brandi said that Kim Richards, I believe, was the one who kind of pushed her to have that conversation at Kyle Richards' house to talk about Denise and what was going on with Brandi, and when this happened, whatever, them hooking up, right? This big shocking moment. Obviously, this was pre-produced and they put this together. They orchestrated this moment in order to not only take down Denise, create some controversy for the show, and probably, in Brandi's mind, get her diamond back. But that's not how this worked. Denise ended up leaving the show. Brandi will never get a diamond again, I'm sure. And Kyle Richards is still wearing that producer's cap, just like this, where she's figuring out what the next move is in order to make this a successful show. Garcelle said between her schedule and Denise's schedule, they've been trying to get together, but they haven't really been able to. Yes, they are still friends. They talk all the time. They're always texting. And eventually, when they can, and they can make time, they're going to make sure that that happens. They're going to maintain this friendship. And Garcelle showed her loyalty last season. She was there for Denise. She kept on saying, I don't think it's true. She was shutting down the rumors, and she wasn't partaking. She was actually the only one really who had Denise's back. So, I mean, honestly, Garcelle is one of my favorite additions to the Housewives franchise. But I'm curious what you guys think. Do you think that this is going to be a great season? Do you feel like Garcelle that she's right, that we will get to see a lot from Erika? She's going to be vulnerable, open up her lives, her divorce, the legal issues, that she's going to talk about it? Like Lisa Rinna said, own it. Or is this going to be a lackluster season that's hidden behind adding a new friend, Kathy Hilton, and her friend, Crystal Kung Minkoff? I want to know. I want to know your thoughts. I read all the comments, guys, so go ahead and comment below. And if you haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit that notification bell. That way you guys don't miss anything we have coming up. With that being said, see you next time. Bye, guys.
Check us out every Monday and Wednesday. Thanks for watching Up and Adam.